What is up, Metalheads? This is Lynn coming to you live from Metalhead Minis, and today I am going to paint with my offhand. This is a challenge that we're doing for Jillian Walker, who had major surgery done on her main painting hand, and so in solidarity, while she heals, we will be painting with our offhand. There's a bunch of us from the Models Workshop group doing it, and I'm doing these My Little Ponies. Well, that's not actually their name. They're from for copyright reasons, but they're from Impact Miniatures. You might have seen me, you're gonna probably see me mention them in another video actually, because I bought these for me and my daughters. Right now I'm gonna show you a couple of minutes of me painting with my offhand, which should be funny. I'm regularly a lefty painter. You can see right away how I handle the brush correctly, and now I'm going to do this with my right hand. And I already painted the hair, the mane and the tail with my right hand with the Carnival Purple from Reaper Master Series. The label on it's actually kind of worn out, but got it from one of the Reaper cons. And I'm going to show you me doing the body in Reaper Master Series Marine Teal. And painting with the offhand is not honestly as bad as I thought that it was going to be, but it's still a little bit awkward nonetheless. I basically have been having to focus a little bit more in making sure that I don't paint in areas where I am not supposed to. Doesn't always matter so much when you're doing the blocking stages, or also known to some as the base coating stages, but for me, I like to try and keep it neat. It's just a personal preference. In writing and such, I actually am ambidextrous, which means I can write with both hands. Actually, the offhand that I am painting with, at one time years ago, I actually had a few major surgeries done on this right hand, believe it or not. And basically throughout the healing process, while healing from these surgeries, I actually could not use my right hand for about 6 months. My hand was went through a glass door basically, and I got cut all the way down, and it caused nerve damage. So I also had to get nerve damage surgery on my right hand, as well as some plastic surgery, and I was stitched in multiple places. And that was in 1989, and since then plastic surgery has advanced a great deal. So my plans with these ponies, because you saw that there was 2 of them, but in the interest of time, I'm just going to show you for a few minutes. This one I plan to do with a purple mane, and the highlights are going to be magenta, hot pink. Body is teal, as you could see. And then the other one I'm going to do in more of a orangey color, with light pink hair, most likely. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I think the pony's name in that color is Applejack or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember exactly, but my kids know all the names right away. Not totally as awkward as I thought it was going to be. A little outside the lines. And this is the first coat of teal. The paint for additives, what I did add in, just to show you, was I did add in a drop of Vallejo matte varnish, and if I don't have that, I use Reaper brush on sealer. And this here is Flow Aid, Liquitex Flow Aid, but in a dropper bottle mixed with water, and that's what I used. to smooth out the consistency of the paint. But this is also to prove to the crew that I sat here and painted with my offhand. Oh, see, went a little outside the lines, but that's no big deal. When I highlight up, I'll just make sure to be a little more steady and neater about it. Base coated the body some. Alright, so if you want to know more about this Painting with the Offhand challenge, be sure to go check out modelsworkshop.com. There's a podcast that I'm also a guest host in, and I pop in there when I can, so be sure to listen on the podcast. Basically, the Howard Stern of hobby podcasts. So if you're into that, you know, you'll definitely love that podcast for sure. And there's also a Facebook group too. And, you know, be sure to join in the Facebook group if you can. And, you know, join in on this challenge, you know, because this is, the fact that we've been doing this has helped keep Jill encouraged and to not quit painting. And I think that we all need to be supportive of each other in this hobby when we can, because this community is too small not to, no matter what, you know what I mean? So be sure to subscribe to this Metalhead Minis YouTube channel. Many more videos to come, lots of cool stuff in the works. So be sure to follow us. Feel free to email at mhmpropainting@gmail.com. And thanks a lot. Stay crispy and milk and have a good night.